Oh boy. Lord, all right. If you do YouTube, you know that you only have to be dressed appropriately from the waist up. There's like a business on the top and a party down below. All my other creators down there, confirm in the comments, because if you know, you know. Hey guys, welcome back. We are back with another one. It feels so good to sit down and be talking to you guys right now. I feel like it's been, because we were pre-filming before vacation and then had vacation and then came back, and I've been editing our like travel vlog and stuff like that. It feels like it's been almost a month, because it has, since I sat down and just chatted with you guys. So I'm so excited to be back. I'm so happy to be kind of like settling back into the real world. I had a fantastic time. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the first of the travel vlog. Hopefully there's more coming in the next few days, but it takes a lot of time to go through all that footage and edit and stuff like that. Also, doesn't help that I didn't have a voice for most of the vacation. So the footage is a little wonky, but we're making it work. But basically, let me tell you where we're at today. I came back from this very active vacation. I did do a little bit of reading, but not as much as I would have liked to. It wasn't like a relaxing trip. It was more of like an action, fun, always doing something type of trip, zipping from this place to that place. Not really so much like sitting and chilling. We did have a little bit of that. But basically, I came back from vacation from 80-degree weather to 30-degree weather. And all I've been doing since I got back is hibernating in my house, which does amazing things for my reading. Like, whatever the opposite of a book slump is, that's where I'm at. All I want to do is read. I don't want to do anything else. I literally just want to sit in my house, in my sweatpants, under a blanket, reading. And because of that, I have made amazing progress. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I think this might be the first month, possibly ever, that I might have a chance of finishing my actual TBR. That's crazy. That's crazy. I put 10 books a month on my TBR, and this might be the week or the year, the month, third time's a charm. This might be the month that I actually accomplish it. And because of that, I want to like keep this good time rolling. Like, I want to keep having the motivation, keep having the joy, keep having the goals. And I am a goal-oriented person. So I was thinking to myself, what can I do to keep this motivation up? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some inspiration from a couple of other creators that I watch here on YouTube. And I am going to do the random page number challenge, meaning I am going to let a number generator tell me how many pages a day that I'm going to read in my book. I think that sounds fun. And I think that's like a good way to spice it up, right? So I think for me, the least that I want to read every day is 50 pages. And I guess the question becomes, what would be like a good challenge for me on the high end? I would normally say like 200 pages would be like a good challenging number, except for the fact that I've been breezing through 200 pages like it's nothing. Not nothing. I mean, it's an accomplishment, but like 200 pages has not been like a daunting number to me lately. So I think we might do 50 pages on the low end to 250 pages on the high end. I think that sounds like a good comfort zone. So let's do that this week and let's see where we're going. So let me go ahead and screenshot what we're going to be doing, and 50 pages to 250 pages. You ready? Here we go. Oh my God. Okay. Listen. We're going to start with a bang. 237 pages today. Here's the bitch of it. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. I've already read like 60 pages of my book today. And I now have to read 237 more. Okay. Okay. It said You said you wanted to make some progress, and that's what we're going to do. All right, so that's fine. We're good with this. We can do this. I have all night. We can do this. It's cold. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to see anyone. It's fine. All right, so basically, I am currently making my way through I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. That is, the title never gets easier. The title is a lot. I have a lot of thoughts about this, and I'm going to be interested to share when I finish. But this was on my TBR. If you watched my random spin wheel for November, this was my nonfiction pick that the wheel told me to make. So I am about, I don't know if you can see that, but about that way. About that much through, and that is page 183, and I think this book has like 300 pages. 304 pages exactly. So if I read my 237 pages today, we'll be finishing this and making our way like 100 pages into another book, which sounds awesome. The rest of my TBR is back there, so there's a little hint on what I might go into, but 237 pages. Let's do it.
My headspace been weaker, it's been waiting for the right day. Like the right day ever comes, now it's Friday and nothing's changed. Mistakes that everyone is making, but I can't change. I'm stuck in reverse like an old Benz. Forgot to tap it up. Now I long for another day where things fall in.
Okay, first check-in time. It is officially 11:37 p.m. now, but I did just finish I'm Glad Your Mom Is Dead by Jeanette McCurdy. So I read from page 183 to page 304, which I believe, if my math is correct, is like 121 pages. So I am at like just above halfway to the reading goal today. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we're going to try. Let me give you just like my preliminary thoughts about this, and I'm not going to give you my full thoughts until my like November wrap up. But you want to know what I think this book helped me narrow in on? So let's preface this by saying this book is great. This book is beautifully written. It's heartbreaking. You really feel for Jeanette McCurdy. It's written maybe not in like a classical stylistic way, but you can feel her voice through her writing in this book, and I really did enjoy that. So this is not a commentary on this particular book. I think this is more my commentary on what this book helped me realize about the way that I personally feel about the nonfiction genre in general. For me, nonfiction, particularly reading about people's lives, real people's lives, I've realized that it makes me feel a little like uncomfy. Like it makes me feel a little like invasive. Like these are real people, but at the end of the day, these are strangers to me. Like I don't know Jeanette McCurdy. I don't know her. This is a stranger out in the world somewhere that I don't know. And it almost feels like you're taking a peek into these very like private, intimate, emotional moments of their lives, and you don't know them. So it's almost the equivalent of like, have you ever like walked into a room and walked in on a very intense or very like private conversation, and you have that moment where you like, oh, sorry, and you like back out of the room because it's none of your business and you are intrinsically aware that you just like don't belong in that conversation? That's how I kind of feel whenever I read like a nonfiction book. It almost feels like voyeuristic in a way, where you're like getting this very intimate peek at this private moments, in like impactful moments in the life of someone who's like, it's a stranger to you. Like I feel like I'm reading information that I shouldn't know, because it should be like Jeanette's business. And I know that she's writing the book and she's putting it out there, but it still makes me feel sometimes like just a little uncomfy. Sometimes you're reading about these very personal, like first experiences and emotional trauma and all this stuff. And I'm kind of just sitting there being like, oh my God, like this is so private. I don't know. So this not a commentary on this book. It's a commentary of, like I said, nonfiction genre in general. It wasn't specific to this book, but I've read 2 nonfictions this month, and I think I'm just like realizing why maybe I don't gravitate to this genre, because you end the reading, or I should say I end my reading of like nonfiction memoirs, and I liked it, and I have like a deeper understanding for her, and I even honestly like relate to a lot of things that she dealt with in her life. Certainly not everything, but I can run parallel to some of the stuff that she discussed and relate to her. But like, I just end reading these celebrity memoir nonfictions and like just feel a little like that was a lot. That was a lot. And I don't know her. So it was a lot. And this isn't a fictional character. This is like a real woman out in the world somewhere. Like fictional characters, you're getting to know them. You're reading about their lives. You're hearing this personal stuff. But it's at the end of the day, you finish the book and it's fictional. Like, these aren't real people. This is like a real woman out in the world somewhere. And it's just, yeah, end of rant. But it was really beautifully written. It was great. I very, 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 very much recommend this. Know it deals with a lot of family trauma. It has eating disorder, like warnings and stuff like that. So like, know what it is going into it, but it was great. Highly recommend. So I did just finish this, and if my calculations are correct, if our goal is to read 237 pages and I've read 121 pages, I should have like 116 pages left. So now the question becomes, what do I jump into? I am not guaranteeing that I'm making it that far. It's already almost midnight, but I'm gonna make a valiant effort. So I've narrowed my choices down to one of two books. The first book I'm thinking about is Chase Me, by Tessa Bailey. This is like a cute little rom-com. I zip through Tessa Bailey's writing, so that's why I'm thinking, like, if I have a shot of getting to 116 pages, this might be it. And I'm also looking at it, I think it's like 280 pages, but the font's a really good size. And like I said, her writing is really easy. I'm flipping through it. I'm seeing like a lot of text messages, and it's not that deep. It's a little rom-com. So this is looking like a good option, but I also have Powerless by Lauren Roberts. And this is one of my most anticipated releases from this month. And I am fighting the urge to just jump right into this. But like, this is a romantasy. It is a chunker. I mean, we're talking about 500 pages, and the text is pretty small. And I just don't know if at like almost midnight, really trying to push myself to finish 116 pages, knowing what I know about fantasy romantasy, where like the first 100, 200 pages is world building, character meeting, character development, familial and relationship setups, maps, things like that. I don't know if my brain is going to be processing that right now. So as much as my head, or as much as my heart is telling me, I should say, to jump right into Powerless, I want to make sure that I'm giving it my full and undivided attention, because I'm really excited for this, and I really think this could be a 5-star prediction. So my heart is telling me to go there, but my head is telling me to get this off of my TBR. So I think, guys, this is what we're going to jump into. So let's see how much we can knock off of our 116 pages that we have left.
So if you're down, I'll be down. Pack your bags, fill them up. We can go tonight, take a flight to a higher ground. How does that go?
So it is officially the next morning, and I'm trying to be a little bit quiet because both my kids and my husband are still sleeping. It's Saturday morning, so they're sleeping in. But we were supposed to read 237 pages yesterday. I finished I'm Glad My Mom Died, and I started Chase Me by Tessa Bailey, and I actually made it to page 124. So I read 244 pages yesterday. So day one is check. Let's find out how many pages we're going to be reading for today. I have to go to work for a while today, and then my son has his last soccer game for the season about 30 minutes away today. So I do have some stuff to do. So I'm hoping, I mean, if it's 250 pages, I can still get it done because I have some time to read this evening. But my husband's off. We have some family stuff. So I'm sort of hoping it's like a little bit less today. That would be easier to manage. So let's go ahead and pull up our number generator again. Where is it? I can never find it on my list. Here it is. No, wait, that's not it. Did I X? Oh, here it is. Okay. So let's go ahead and screen record and wait the 3 seconds. Okay. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. 161 pages today. I can do that. I can do 161 pages. If I do 161 pages today, is that done with the book? 124, what would 160 pages be, like 380? Yeah, okay, so that puts me finished with this and moving on to our next book. So I'm definitely going to get that done. Let's go ahead and see what the rest of the day brings us.
So strange, why it always feels like it's too late. Waiting, nothing here, and it's too late. But that's not true. It's not strange to quit another job cause it was draining. To try a different road though it's been fading in your mind cause of time. Now I long for another day where things fall into place.
Okay, it is now 1:20 in the morning and I'm tired, but I officially did finish Make Me by Tessa Bailey. I finished this. So today we had to read 161 pages. I read from page 124, and then I actually screwed up when I talked about this book earlier. I actually thought it was longer than it was. I believe I said it was like 280 pages. That turns out that they had numbered like the preview of her next book in the back. So the actual book was only 251 pages. So I read from page 124 to 251. And that is, let's see, 127 pages. So if my math is correct, I should have 34 pages left in our next book to finish for today. So that means I am going to go take a shower and then climb in bed and officially start Powerless by Lauren Roberts. This is one of my most anticipated books of the year, but it's one of those things where I've been anticipating it and I've been like putting it off because I'm kind of like scared to start it because I'm afraid that I've built this up like too much in my head and I'm afraid that I'm gonna get disappointed. So hopefully not. It is time. I'm not going to put it off anymore. I'm going to start Powerless. Like I said, I have 34 pages left to go for today's reading challenge or page challenge, and that shouldn't be a problem. So shower time, bedtime, 34 page time, Powerless time, and I will see you in the morning. Okay, good morning, Sunday morning. Don't mind the hair. Slept on it wet last night and this is what you get. There's no better than this. So last night I read until page 44, even though I really needed to read until 34, but I didn't want to stop mid-chapter. So I read until page 44 in Powerless, and I'm really liking it so far, but let's figure out how many pages we are reading today. So let's go. Once again, could I prepare this before I start recording? Yep. But that's not what you've come to expect when you get here. Let me see. Here it is. Okay, so we have our random number generator. We're going to screen record and wait 3 seconds and hit the button now. 115. Okay, that's not bad. We could read 115 pages today. Not bad. We are actually, I think I'm going to participate every Sunday. I believe it's 3 p.m. Eastern time here in the US. But every Sunday, Reagan from Reagan Reads is sprinting. I think it's every Sunday till the end of the year, is doing 3 hours of reading sprints to finish her TBR. It's like a end of year panic. So I couldn't be on live last week, but I watched it after. Like I replayed it and did the 3 hours after. I think she's doing it's a 3-hour live recording with 3 45-minute sprints, I think is what she's doing, or 4 45-minute sprints. So I think at 3 o'clock today, I'm going to try to tune into Ragan Reed's page. So we'll see how much I can get done. But 115 pages should not be a problem. I do not have a busy day today. At some point I need to go grocery shopping. That's pretty much everything that's on my schedule. So let's get to it.
The trees, they are singing to the tune of a song, and the wind is gently ringing the bell that brings the morning, the welcome of the dawn. The voice of the robin, the call of the dove, the red leaves are falling, the barn owl is calling, the welcome of the dawn. The dogs will be howling in the early morning light. All are happy to be out in the ending of the night, the welcome of the dawn. The nights are turning colder, soon the falling of the frost, soon the sun.
Okay, we are back. So that was incredible. I think I already said this, but I'll repeat myself really quick. Ragan from Ragan's Reads, who I love, is sprinting every Sunday until the end of the year. It's like differing. Sometimes she does like 2 sprints of 45. Tonight it was 3. Just so we can all kind of like meet our... Interesting. Okay, well, just so we can all like meet our reading goals before the end of the year. And I am obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it. If you don't know, basically what a reading sprint is there is a hostess or a host who is, in this case, Ragan, and we read for 45 minutes and then we talk for like 5 or 10 minutes and then we read for 45 minutes. It's kind of just fun to read in a group, and there's a little chat and we talk, and it's awesome. And it definitely keeps me motivated. I like reading with other people and you really feel like you're with them. So I did a bunch of sprints today, and in those sprints, I read to chapter 22, page 179 of Powerless. So I'm about, like that far through it. Today, to meet my 16 pages, something like that, I had to read to page 159. So I surpassed my goal and my mission for today, if you will. I probably should have turned there's some early Black Friday Kindle book deals. So I am currently shopping. So I did surpass my reading goal. Honestly, I don't know that I'm done for the night. It is only 5:58, even though it's freezing cold and pitch black outside here in Connecticut already, but it's only 6 o'clock. My husband took the boys to go play a little bit of soccer at our like local high school. They have like lights on their soccer field, excuse me. So he took them out for a little while. I don't think I'm done reading for the night, but I know that I have to make dinner, and he wanted to like watch a movie and hang out for a little while. So I'll probably have some hubby time and then maybe possibly get a little bit more reading in. But I did finish the goal for today, and I am on page 179. I am really liking Powerless so far. I like it. Now I've seen a lot of 5-star reviews on this, don't get me wrong, but I have seen like a smattering of criticism that says that this writing is a little repetitive. And like, I want to remind everyone, I am like 99% sure that this is Lauren Roberts' debut novel. So like, I think maybe I see some stylistic or writing characteristics that I could kind of agree with the criticisms. The writing is a little bit repetitive. It is a little bit wordy at times, but keeping in mind that this is her debut novel, like, I think in my brain, I like make allowances for that, right? And overall, I'm loving this. The story is great. The banter is great. The action is great. I'm loving the pacing. And I don't feel like it's annoyingly repetitive. Just, yeah, sometimes you do see, because it's a multiple BOV, you do see like the main female character, Peyton's version of a conversation, and then in Kai's, the main male character, Kai, in his POV, you see the same conversation, and there are points. It's not long and lingering, but there are points where I'm like, oh, okay, we've kind of seen this conversation twice now, just in their different, you know, interpretations of it, but I'm actually really loving it. So far, 179 pages in, I would absolutely recommend this. So I think that is the last I'm going to update for tonight. So I will see you guys tomorrow when we find out how many more pages we're reading. Okay, Monday morning, and yesterday was an excellent reading day. So yesterday I started Powerless on page 44, and to reach our goal of 115 pages, I should have ended the day on page 159, and I sprinted and then read some more. I read with my husband while we quote unquote watched TV together last night. I'm just not a TV person. I'm really not, but I ended the night on page 240. So I read a total of 196 pages. So I far surpassed our random number goal. So it is time, once again, to figure out how much we have to read today. And for like the third, what is this, day 3, day 4? Of course I didn't have it ready. Why would I have it ready? Here it is, random number generator. We are going to screen record, wait the 3 seconds, and let's find out. You know what I was thinking? If I get I only have 257 pages left to Powerless. So if I can have another solid reading day, I might be able to finish it. So let's say, anyways, let's say 204 pages. Okay. Okay. We could do this. Don't get burnt out, Lindsay. But I think we can do this. I think this is attainable. So let's drop our younger son off to school and let's get to it. Okay, what is today? Tuesday? Tuesday. We're officially back on Tuesday, and I am going to give you my stats for yesterday. So yesterday we were supposed to have read 204 pages. I started on Powerless page 240, which means to have reached my goal by the end of the day, I should have been at page 444. And I ended the day on chapter 58, page 446. So we are almost done with this book. I think there's only like, less than 50 pages. It's right under 500 pages. So we have yet again completed our daily challenge. But I have got to be so for real with you guys. It is 4 p.m. and I have worked all day, went grocery shopping, ran around with my kids. It's 2 days before Thanksgiving, so it got a little crazy. We have some serious planning going on. So it is 4 o'clock and I am I'm checked out today. I'm exhausted and I'm not sure. I guess I'm just praying that the number generator, which has yet to give me a double-digit number, just like shows some mercy today and maybe like takes it easy on me, because I do not know if I have another 200-page evening in me. But before we get to that, I wanted to show you guys what came in today. So I came home and there was a cute little orange box on my step, and look what came in from Illumicrate. This is the special edition of Allie Hazelwood's Check and Mate, which is her new release.
Wow.
And look at how cute this is. Mommy duty. All right. Anyways, so like I was saying, this is This is Illumicrate's special edition of Allie Hazelwood's Check and Mate, which is her new release. And look at how cute. Do you guys see how cute these sprayed edges are? Look at how cute this version is. And this is what I really love. So first of all, it has the reverse dust jacket. I've never actually flipped my dust jackets. I'm always afraid that I'll like bend them weird and they'll look weird, but this has a super cute one. Maybe I'll try. And then look at the naked book. Look at how pretty. It says, I see the way you look at the pieces. It's your world, isn't it? The one you choose for yourself, well within your boundaries. You can be the queen in it, the king, the knight, whatever you want. So that was a little like happy mail to come home to, right? I like came home, it was sitting on my front steps, so glad that came in. And I definitely do want to read this, so I'm excited to put that one on my shelves. All right, we can prolong no longer. Let's go ahead and pull up our random number generator and say a little prayer that the random number generator gods go easy on me tonight. So let's screen record. And 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, 151 pages. It's not great, guys. But let's glass half full this. It's also not horrible. And we're making progress in our TBR. This is okay. We're going to be positive. I can do hard things. I can do 150 pages. So we are going to be finishing Powerless and starting another book. Gotta get my thinking cap on at 4 o'clock. I was hoping I could take my thinking cap off. We'll make it work. All right, let's go do this.
Wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more.
Okay, guys, I officially just finished Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I am done. I'm going to save my full thoughts to the end, but like I already said in like my previous thoughts, there were things that I think as her debut novel are stylistic, like in my opinion, like stylistic kinks that I really honestly think that she will work out in her writing moving forward. I just identified a lot of kind of the little tiny things that were irking me as something that is pretty typical, at least in my observation, to debut novels. And I'm going to get farther into like my specific thoughts at the end of this video when we do like our wrap up. But just finished this. That was 48 pages. So I should have like 103, I think. 106 pages left. So we are going to jump directly into the cheat sheet. Say that 10 times fast. The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. It seems, I don't know, this writing's really small, but it seems like a quick little fluffy rom-com book. And I think after something heavy and really dense like Powerless, I think this is going to be exactly what I need to kind of blow through this. So I think I'm actually going to, I have this on my Kindle. So I think I'm going to download it on my Kindle because it is past midnight and I'm going to go get up in bed and like relax. And I prefer to read on my Kindle. It's lighter than like holding a physical book. So I think, yeah, I'm going to download it on my Kindle. I'm going to go up and get in bed and I will read my 106 pages and check back in with you guys in the morning. Okay. This angle though makes me look bald. I promise I'm not bald, so. Okay, Wednesday morning, and I have to tell you, last night I got in bed with my Kindle and I was reading Cheat Sheet and I fell asleep with my Kindle in my hands and then woke back up and kept reading. So that's some dedication right there. But I did read to page 110, chapter, I believe it's 12, chapter 12 in the cheat sheet on my Kindle. So I got to update my bookmark. But tomorrow is Thanksgiving. And today I do have a little bit of a busy day. I have to pick up all our food. I have to cook our appetizers. Luckily, I don't have to worry about dessert. My aunts are doing that. But I do have some stuff to do. The boys have a friend coming over after school. So, all right, let's update our pages from tomorrow, first of all. So I was supposed to read until page, I was reading 151 pages. So I finished Powerless, and that was 48 pages, and then read 110 pages of Cheat Sheet. So I read 158 pages total yesterday. So I did, once again, reach my goal. So let's see how many pages we are going to be reading today. Okay, today, I'm trying to think of what would be ideal. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I'm going to my family's house, and I'm really, really hoping that it takes it easy on me. Like a good double-digit day tomorrow would be ideal. Today, I could probably do a little bit more. So let's see. All right. Screen recording. Waiting the 3 seconds. All right. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. 104 pages. Okay. I can do that. I can do that. And then hopefully tomorrow is going to be our first double digit day. Hopefully. I don't know if I could do, I think if tomorrow is a day that's like 250 pages, it might be the first day that I fail. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. 104 pages today, I could definitely do.
You and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do.
We are officially at our auntie's house for Thanksgiving. And because of that, let's just pull the Band-Aid off. I did not finish my pages yesterday. I only read to I was supposed to read to page 214 and I read to 150. So I am starting to, the outrage. I am starting today 64 pages behind. But I can easily make that up as long as the number generator is kind to me today. So we need some good luck Coley today.
Okay.
And let's show so they know we're not cheating. We're using his computer, but it's the same number generator from page 50 to 250.
I want to
And, all right, we're not going to be able to screen record, so you're going to take my word for it, but I will show you. When I count to 3, hold on, I didn't tell you yet. When I count to 3, he is going to hit the button, and we will show the camera what the pages were. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4, 3.
212.
There is no way. 212 pages plus my 64 that I have to make up. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen.
All right, let's give her another chance.
It's going to be worse.
107.
107.
I guess.
Do I cheat today? It's Thanksgiving. There's no way I'm reading 290 pages on Thanksgiving. Do I cheat and go with our second?
Yeah.
Let's rock, paper, scissors for it. All right, so if I win rock, paper, scissors, we do 107. If you win rock, paper, scissors, we do 212.
No, I think if I win, then we should do another, like, random generate.
No, 107 or 212. So 107, 212. Do we do 2 out of 3 or just 1 rock, paper, scissors?
1 rock, paper, scissors.
So just 1 for everything.
Yep.
All or everything, right? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Anything you want to do. You changed your answer. Come on, do it right. All right, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Anything you want to do. So wait, so yours was 212.
Hold on.
Does that sound like?
Let's see if this is worse. I just want to see.
Go ahead, hit the button. Whoa, we're not doing 227. All right, we're going with 212. Plus 64 pages that I have to finish from yesterday. We love a challenge. We can do hard things. We have still not gotten a double-digit number. So, 212 it is. We'll go for it.
Watch. Right now. I bet it's going to be a double-digit number now.
Oh, geez. Okay. No. It doesn't. It doesn't do 2-digit numbers. Whoa. No, it doesn't do it. Oh, you did. You just got... Why couldn't I have gotten 57? I could have done that. Plus 64. All right, well, we will do our best. Do you think I'm going to do it today? All right, we'll do our best. Holidays are amazing, but they're also exhausting. So today is going to be a day of rest and recovery. So as I kind of predicted, I did not, in fact, get that. What was even the page total I was supposed to get done? 276 pages total. I did not get that done. With that being said, wait, it was like 212 pages yesterday and then 64 of the overage from the day before. So with that being said, I am actually very impressed with the reading that I did do. Instead of doing the 276 pages required, I ended up doing 182 total pages. So I was under 100 pages short. And Wednesday and Thursday, I went to my family's house on Wednesday, which is the night before Thanksgiving on Thursday. And Wednesday and Thursday, I was at my family's house. We were all getting together. We were all cooking. We were all, just spending time together, which literally is like the priority. So instead of getting 276 done, I got 180 something done. I'm okay with that. I really am okay with that. I was prioritizing just kind of like hanging out with the family. So let's talk about how my reading went this week. So on day 1, I finished I'm Glad My Mom Died, which, like, I don't know why I struggle so much with this title, but I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. And it's like, I struggle with this because it's not that I don't want to read a memoir, because I feel like content isn't the only thing you should be writing a book on, right? There's like syntax, writing, pacing, like general feel, like what you felt the content was. So I don't have a problem rating memoirs, but it's just it's like a different scale, right? Like you're not rating the story because it's somebody's life. It's not a story. So for me, I would give this 4 stars, somewhere in that arena, 4.25 stars. I really loved this. Like I've said several times, the writing was fantastic. The story was fantastic. I related to it in a lot of ways, but obviously there were parts of it that were heartbreaking in a way that I disconnected from, because obviously it's Jeanette's story. It's not my story. I would say definitely pick this up if you have like a nonfiction, if you love nonfiction, or if you have a nonfiction requirement, because it was a great read. So then after I'm Glad My Mom Died, I started and completed Chase Me by Tessa Bailey. I don't even know what I rated this. Let's see. Tessa Bailey is always kind of like a quick little rom-com read for me. Okay. So I gave this a 3.75. So that's really, really good. I mean, that's kind of like Tessa Bailey's writings are kind of going to be like anywhere from 3.75, like 3.5 to 5. 3.75 3.5 to 4 for me. Like, I just don't feel like any of her books so far have been like mind-blowing, like, oh my god, this is a 5-star read. But they do what they're supposed to do, right? They're supposed to be easy, quick, cute, like you laugh, you cry, you laugh, you love the love story, but nothing like mind-blowing. This book was super, super cute. After that, I started and completed Powerless by Lauren Roberts. You know, this one, I think right in the initial, after I read it, I gave this a 4.25 stars. It is a really, really good, it's a good concept. I think where I struggled a little bit was the pacing and the execution of the concept. So if you don't know anything about this book, the super quick, super spoiler-free synopsis is that there is a world that was plagued by an illness that after the illness was done, if you were not killed by this illness, you were given a special ability. But some people weren't given a special ability. They had nothing and they were called ordinaries. Well, this rumor started that the ordinaries were the ones that spread the plague. So the king ordered that all ordinaries be killed and eradicated from the town, killed or cast out into the desert where they would die. And basically our female main character, Peyton, is an ordinary, but she's been able to live her life fooling people into thinking that she is a mundane, which is like someone with a special ability, but it's low tier special abilities, not something very valuable. So she's been able to convince them that she does have a very low tier special ability called a mundane, but she doesn't. She's ordinary. And basically through a series of events, she saves the prince and is then nominated by the townspeople who think she's more powerful than she is to enter these trials. So the problem that I had, the story and the concept sound so good, but the execution was a little strange, and I feel like some things weren't explained well. Like, I'm still not entirely sure why I understand the trials. And it's like, you should understand the main plot of the book, right? Like, what I took about it basically was that it was just, like, for the elite's entertainment. I don't really think there was any other practical purpose for it. I don't know. It is Lauren Roberts' debut novel, and for that, I think that is very impressive. And I did like the story. However, the pacing was off for me. It got slow in parts where I found myself like wanting to skim pages. But overall, 4.25 is still an excellent rating with me, so I did like it. Go ahead and pick it up. And then I did finish The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. This book. This was a 3.75. So if you don't know what this is about, this follows our main female character, and I'm horrible with names, so Bree. Our main female character, Bree, who was a professional ballerina, anticipated to go and dance for a very influential ballet company when she gets into an accident that kind of crushes her future in this ballet company. And she has a best friend named Nathan, who is a professional NFL player, and they've always just very much been and kept themselves like in the friend zone, right? Until they basically are put into a situation where they fake date, and the rest goes from there. It's a cliche, common fake dating rom-com, right? And it didn't do anything groundbreaking. The writing was adorable. I liked it. I loved Nathan. The main male character, Nathan, was like fantastic. I mean, he was a little simpy. He was a little simpy and cheesy and cringy, but I think that's kind of like Sarah Adams' like shtick, right? Like, she does very closed door. Basically, the only like smut you get is like implied smut, where like he might have a thought that's like, wow, she looks really good today, I'll remember that later. But that's pretty much it. And then it stops. Like, you don't get any explicit smut. Nathan was great and I loved him. My issue with this book was mostly like Bree. I found her pretty immature and pretty, honestly, like annoying. And also like the whole back and forth in the friend zone thing, in my opinion, it like went on for too long, to the point where like I was actually irritated with them. They are so obviously in love throughout this entire book, and everybody else in their lives sees it. But like they almost like self-sabotage, and like once or twice you're like, yeah, we get it. Like, we all do that, right? Like, I get it. But literally like 285 pages into this book, you're like, girl, know male friend fills your entire home with like thousands of your favorite roses. Like, no one does that. No one does that. He obviously loves you. And then she'd get with him. She'd be like, oh, thank you for that. But you definitely don't like me. You're just a friend. Whatever. It just went on for too long. And it was so obvious that he loved her. But whatever. 3.75. Once again, like a totally normal, like rom-com rating for me. Nothing groundbreaking. So overall this week, I read 4 books in 1 week. That's pretty awesome. I think I'm really proud of the progress that I made. And I'm, of the 7 days, 5 of the days I completed the goal. So that's really impressive. And I'm not even going to like count the other 2 days as failures because it was Thanksgiving. Like, I get a pass, right? Like, I get a pass. So let's talk about the stats. Oopsie daisy. Okay. So we started on Friday. On Friday, I was supposed to read 237 pages. I finished I'm Glad Your Mom Died, and I started Chase Me, and I did complete the goal by reading 244 pages. On Saturday, I was supposed to read 161 pages. I finished Chase Me and started Powerless, and I read a total of 171 pages, so I did complete the goal. On Sunday, I was supposed to read 115 pages. I read Powerless, and I did complete the goal, reading 196 pages. On Monday, I was supposed to read for 204 pages. I continued Powerless, and I did complete the goal by reading 206 pages. On Tuesday, I was supposed to read 151 pages. I completed Powerless and started the cheat sheet, and I did complete the goal at 155 pages read. Then, on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, I was supposed to read 104 pages. I continued with cheat sheet. I did not finish it. I only read 40 pages that day, so I was negative 64 pages. And then on Thanksgiving, which is Thursday, I was supposed to read 212 pages, plus the 64 pages, excuse me, from the day before, which was 276 pages total. I read the cheat sheet, and although I did not complete the goal, I did read 142 pages. So, finishing 4 books in the week, and I completed a total of 1,154 pages read from Friday to Thursday. So I'm okay with that. I'm pretty happy with that. And I feel like overall this goal was a success, and I had a fantastic Thanksgiving. So if you guys have stuck around for this whole video, thank you so much. Please consider giving it a subscribe. We do have our December Spin Wheel TBR coming up, which I know everybody loves, and a couple of other really exciting things coming up. But if you've stuck around this long, please comment the turkey emoji below and tell me what your favorite thing was that you did on Thanksgiving, as well as what your favorite food item you ate on Thanksgiving was, because mine was my family's famous twice baked mashed potatoes. So I love you guys all so much. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving if you're from the US, or a great week if you aren't. So I will catch you in the next one. Bye guys.